world where human activity has left its mark on nearly every corner of the planet, there remains one realm largely untouched by our presence: the deep sea. Far beneath the droning cargo ships, out of sight from the billions of humans, in the darkest depths of the ocean, lies an ethereal ecosystem full of mystery and complexity. Here, life takes a form that feels almost alien. The comb jellies float through the darkness like stars in the cosmos. The barrel-eye fish wander the abyss like asteroids. The anglerfish watch over their domain with a confidence that feels almost divine. While our strange cousin's world may feel like it could not be more disconnected from our lives, they too face the unimaginable destruction that humanity brings in our ever-hungry search for resources. Only a few hundred years ago, it seemed unfathomable that the American bison or the Tasmanian tiger would no longer dominate their homelands, yet now they have been completely conquered by humans. It is up to us as individuals with voices to protect this domain from the imminent threat of destruction. You were probably wondering why the deep sea is in danger after surviving all of this time, and the reason is our growing consumption of resources that are limited above the sea floor. Antarctica and the deep sea floor are the only parts of the Earth's surface that have not seen commercial mineral extraction. However, much of the high-quality ores of minerals required for electric vehicles and renewable energy are now becoming depleted, leading companies to search for other answers. Unfortunately for ocean ecosystems, lithium, cobalt, copper, zinc, nickel, gold, and other highly sought-after minerals are all plentiful on the surface of the deep sea floor, with exact locations of where they can be found. One region in the deep sea, called the Clarion-Clipperton Zone, or the CCZ, has 3.4 to 5 times more cobalt than the entire on-land reserves. A report done by a deep seabed mining company based on the CCZ region claims that extracting minerals from half of the area would provide the manganese, nickel, cobalt, and copper needed to electrify 1 billion cars while only releasing 30% of the greenhouse gas emissions that land mining would. Yet, in one single study conducted in the CCZ, with rounds of collection done in 2013 and 2015, over 50% of species over 2 centimeters long and 34 out of 36 single-celled organisms half a centimeter to 5 centimeters long were completely new to science. Yes, you heard me right, completely new to science, never before discovered. Anyways, while we know these areas that we previously thought were barren are actually incredibly biodiverse, we still have zero concept of the scale of biodiversity in the very areas we plan to destroy. The unique depths, darkness, and pressure of those areas mean they are very hard to research and document, but can still be dredged and destroyed. Just because we cannot see the wonder of the deep sea regions that are teeming with bizarre new life forms does not mean it is okay to destroy them. Yet the wealth of minerals in the area still lead many to believe that deep sea mining is the answer, considering the exorbitant amount of money that can be gained by companies that capitalize on deep sea mining. The problem is even more precarious considering that most of these areas are unprotected by any federal jurisdiction. The only regulatory group for deep sea resource collection is the International Seabed Authority, or ISA, and they have already given out 30 exploration contracts for 15 years that cover over 1.3 million square kilometers, or about 500,000 square miles, of seafloor. If you have any background in the problems with deep sea mining, you are probably wondering why I have not mentioned the dangers posed by deep sea mining on the ocean as a whole. If deep sea mining were to proceed, the plumes of clay and other sediment that would be released into the water column, taking years to settle back to the sea floor, would essentially choke out the plankton and other filter feeders that are essential to every marine food web. This would have disastrous consequences that are not fully understood, but could even result in killing the plankton that removed 90% of the organic carbon dioxide on the surface of the ocean and destroying the world's seafood industry. I have decided to focus on the wonder of the last untouched marine life, because in a few decades, it is possible that the marine life in the upper layers of the ocean could already be lost due to ocean acidification, rising water temperatures, overfishing, or other unknown reasons. The deep sea ecosystems are still somewhat protected from those other factors, and I think it is absolutely essential that we as a species leave at least one ecosystem alone to exist at peace. I hope that this video will act as an argument against deep sea mining far into the future.